I got grayscale. Yesterday was a wonderful day. I don't know if you've seen yesterday's video or looked at yesterday's photographs, but I had some really nice pictures yesterday. They were really interesting. They were well composed and well lit, and they were really nice pictures. But you know, there's always a balance in the world. It always happens that there's something to keep the world in its perfect equilibrium. Today there's nothing. There's not a lot going on anywhere. I did find one photograph. I haven't spent a lot of time. Don't misunderstand. I don't want to spend a lot of time looking for these pictures. I just want a picture. It's Saturday. It's cold. I don't want to be out. I did find a photograph of another photographer, a young woman, who has a studio set up today. She has a portrait in the snow of two couples. One is an engaged couple and one couple who have been married for a long time. Not a long time, but for a period of time. And she's having a setup in the snow near the woods over at Sharon Woods. And fortunately for me, the only thing that made it interesting was it began to snow while she was setting up. It wasn't snowing when her portrait people, when her customers showed up, but it was snowing when she set up. I shot that, plus I shot people walking along the lake. Lots of snow pictures. They don't mean much, but it is a picture to put as my final photo. I think we'll have better snow pictures the next couple of days. Speaking of the next couple of days, let me tell you about tomorrow. Don't expect a lot from me tomorrow. It's February 14th. I know what you're thinking. Valentine's Day. I got something special planned with the wife. And I do have something special planned with the wife. We're going to sit at home and watch the Daytona 500. We're going to watch NASCAR on February 14th. That's going to be a great day. Now, there's a long history of the Daytona 500 in my family. I have photographs somewhere, I think they're actually at my brother's house, that my father took on the beach at Daytona when there was still car racing on the beach at Daytona. And if I remember correctly, he has a photograph that in the turns in those days, they didn't just turn on the beach. They built little sand dunes at an angle, like the bank turns at Daytona. They would pile up the sand for the cars to make the turns in. There's a picture of that. My first newspaper job was at the Orlando Sentinel, and one of the first jobs that I had to do was to go shoot the Daytona 500 and a couple of other races, but I shot the Daytona 500. Got to do a number of things like that. I even got to drive my car. Yeah, I got to drive my car on the track at the Daytona 500, at the Daytona Raceway. I'm not going to go into the story. Suffice it to say, we had to leave. That's where the tunnels were. Got to drive on the track. Got to do the same thing at the Atlanta Raceway when we were leaving one day. Had a friend of mine with me, had never been to the race before, had never seen a NASCAR race. I wanted him to see it. Drove him all the way down there. We ate at Sonny's Barbecue. Sonny's Barbecue. We ate at Sonny's Barbecue, saw the race, had a great time. I don't know why it never happened, but I never did the Indianapolis 500. I think they had their regular crew, and they really didn't need me to come over. And I'm not one that likes to hang around, just be a hanger-on. I didn't invite people to be hangers-on. Well, sometimes I did, but for something like the Indianapolis 500, you don't want people just hanging around because they get in the way and they add confusion and they're not part of the normal flow. So probably best that not have someone hang around. So I never did the Indianapolis 500. I've done a whole bunch of other things, and I'm sure in the course of doing my YouTube channel here, I'll talk about a whole bunch of them. So tomorrow I'll watch the Daytona 500. Don't expect a lot more out of me. Maybe I'll take a picture of the TV screen. Yeah, maybe I'll take a picture of the TV screen and talk about being at the Daytona 500. Nah, not going to happen. All right, I'll post down below the pictures I shot today. I'm going to go home and have dinner. Not sure what it's going to be. I hadn't thought about it. It'll be something. It'll probably be something good because I like to eat well, as you can tell if you ever see me. Do those YouTube things. I want you to subscribe, like, thumbs up, comment, share, do all that stuff. And I'll be back tomorrow. I'm sure I'll be doing St. Paul Sunday morning That'll probably be the picture of the day, my final photo. I'll work really hard at it, I promise. Next couple of days, there's a promise of snow. Didn't have much chance to shoot snow today because it was in flurries. Heavy for about 5 minutes and then gone. I'll be shooting a lot of snow tomorrow, maybe, depending upon when it arrives. Monday night, and Tuesday. We're supposed to have as much as 8 inches. We'll see. It could be anywhere from nothing to 20 inches because that's just the way the weather works. All right, I'm out of here. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be back in a minute.